Hello, Caitlin and I are in Kansas. So we stopped at like Overland Park or something and had Chipotle. We have a little bit of leftovers that we might finish in a little bit. It wasn't that long ago. We have stopped by the leasing office of her new apartment building and turned in some paperwork. And then we went to the utilities office and got her utilities set up. And now she's turning in the paperwork for that. So she has proof of utilities. And then Tuesday, she's supposed to get her keys and move in. So I think she's probably going to just come down here by herself, move in her stuff that she left in the shed here at her nursery that she works at. And then maybe she might just come back home, and then we'll move everything else over the weekend because my husband and I can't take off next week of work. That's my first week of school. So I certainly can't take off. So I think that's going to be the plan because she can't do everything by herself. So I think that's going to be good. She's excited. We are planning to go to IKEA after this. So we'll take you along with us for that little journey. And then we'll head home and be totally exhausted and just be potatoes tomorrow. Yay, potato time. I'll keep you posted. Woohoo, we're here at IKEA. Let's go in and see what they have. Look at that beautiful sunset. Today is our last teacher work day. So I'm going to be dotting all my I's, crossing all my T's, and getting everything done that I possibly can today. I don't know that the closet will be one of those things. We'll just have to see. I've just decided I'm not going to stress over it because it's a closet. Come on. Not worth my stress. Tomorrow is the first day of school, so I definitely want to make sure that everything is ready for that and for the rest of the week. So I am headed there right now. Caitlin, poor thing, has been sick all week. So she's supposed to be going to the doctor this afternoon, and hopefully she can get some medicine and start feeling better, because she starts her job in a week and we need to get her moved, and she is not in any shape to do any of that right now. Poor kid. So trying to get that straightened out so we can get her on the mend so she can live her life and not be sick anymore. We did go over the weekend, as you saw, and find her a bed, and we got bedding. And Friday, of course, we went to Kansas and back. It was a long day, man. Woo. But we got everything taken care of that she could for her apartment. Got everything squared away so she can pick up her keys. She has the utilities all set up and everything. So she originally was supposed to go on Tuesday, tomorrow. I don't know if she's going to be up to that, because the way she is right now, I don't want her driving 3 hours by herself. That would not be good, and that will just completely wipe her out. So I told her, might need to push it till later in the week maybe to get your key. Basically, she needs to pick up her key during the week, because that's when the leasing office is open, but we can move her over the weekend. That's not a problem, but she needs to have access to get into her apartment first. So she's going to have to go at least by Friday to get her key and sign papers, you know, sign the lease. But hopefully by Friday she'll be feeling better. But she does have it set up for tomorrow, and I just don't think that's gonna happen because she just feels really raunchy. So we have tentative plans. And I just wish that timing wise it hadn't been when I was having to be at school, because then I could just go with her. I could take her, but I can't do that now. So we're just gonna have to work with it and figure out another way. So I think that's just going to be the way it is. She just goes on Friday and comes back, and then we can come on Saturday and help her. So we'll just see how it works out. I don't know why, but I just started waking up like between 3 and 4 every day since last week. I'm like, oh no, it's starting. The not sleeping well thing is starting. And then I do go back to sleep for a little while, but then it's like you took a nap and it just kind of makes you feel worse. So, you start out your day just kind of draggy and tired, which isn't the best thing. So, you know, today is not that big a deal because I'm not teaching today, but I want to be on my A game tomorrow, people. It's the first day of school. I got to get there and I got to kill it. So, whew. Yeah, I need to sleep tonight. So, normally I make their jitter mix at home. I just set everything out on my kitchen counter, and I scoop everything into the bags, and I just take like a bag of bags of snack. I decided to bring it with me because honestly, I think by the end of the day, I'm just gonna be too tired to want to do that, and we need it ready for tomorrow. So I decided I would lay it out on my little table at school, and I would do it there, and then I don't have to transport everything back and forth. It's just there. So I have a big bin back here. I don't think you can see it very well. It's just one of those big clear bins from Wal Mart that I have several of. So I'm going to put my like chevron fabric bin that I've been toting back and forth with all my stuff in it, because it keeps stuff from getting smushed. That may be my teacher bag this year. I don't know. You can't carry it though. I mean, you have to carry it like this. You can't carry it by handles. So it's not real easy unless you're not having to walk through the whole school. You know what I mean? I did bring my rolly cart so that I can put the bin on it, put everything in the bin, and then strap it on and roll it into the school. I don't think I'm going to park in the back today because I have a sneaking suspicion that the bus drivers will be practicing driving in and out of the bus lane, because it is different. It is much smaller, and they're used to having like basically 2 lanes of traffic to go. They can park in 2 lanes, and they can still do that when they get closer to the school, like farther in. But when they first come into that back side, it's very squishy. It's just like down basically to 1 lane because they expanded the playground, which is awesome. Kids are gonna love it. They'll be like, oh my gosh. You know, the kids that were here last year, all my second graders that were here last year could be like, oh, the playground's bigger. I'm like, no. They're gonna be very excited to be able to play on that. But like I said, bus drivers are going to be practicing sometime, and I'm kind of assuming it'll be today since this is our work day. So I don't want to be in their way. I don't want to be the cause of an accident with the bus. So I'm just going to park in front and roll my stuff through the school. It's not a big deal. I can get to the elevator through the front of the school too. It's just closer in the back, but no big. Last night I made a few things, some like activities to do the first couple days of school, and I have a back to school gifty for all my teenies, and I have all the things. I just need to like package them. Like I have the gift bags and the tags are already tied on there, and I have the gift, so I just need to like put them together in the gift bags. I will be delivering those today to all my little teenies. It's always a nice little fun surprise to give a little back to school goodie, and I will show you in the classroom. I realized I totally forgot to show you my back to school books. I said I would do that last week and I totally forgot. My plan today is to give a tour, maybe during my lunchtime, because after school I need to scoot out of there. I need to go to the post office because there should be a package waiting for me that's part of a collab that I need to film. So I need to get over there. And also, Caitlin may have some prescriptions that I need to pick up for her at Wal Mart, so I need to do that too. So like I said, don't really have time after school, but I should be able to do that on my lunch because everything's pretty much the way it's going to be. And I can explain some of the things a little bit, and I'll be sure to show you my back to school books. I'll just kind of show you all the little titles and stuff. So that's my plan today. We'll see how it goes. Catch you in the classroom. Here are my teamy gifts. So cute. And inside, here's what it says. We're going to have an amazing year. And they're getting one of these Pioneer Woman Awesome Mason Jar glasses. So pretty with a butterfly. So we can have something to drink our water out of. Here are all of my back to school books, all ready to go. Let me just show you some of the titles. And I've just got that. Character education books. These are books I use like the first month of school to do social lessons. I'm gonna do some fun ones. Here is just a little overview of my classroom. I will do a full-fledged classroom tour with explanation of everything in it soon, but I just didn't have a lot of time to go into details today because I had things to do after school. So I hope you enjoy just this pan around so you can kind of get an overview of what my room looks like. I have everything laid out for the morning, so when the students arrive, they get to go find a Play-Doh mat with the Play-Doh color that they like, and on the mat, the little squares have different things for them to make your initials, make your favorite animal, things like that. Woo! Last teacher work day is over, and I am zooming to the post office to try to pick up something from my P.O. box, I hope. And poor Caitlin is still sick and not doing so well, so I may need to go get her from the doctor's office if she can't drive home. She's been getting sick, so that's not fun. It is so hot. Ugh, just steamy, gross hot. My car was a sauna when I got in. So as I was loading it, I had all the doors open and the windows. It was so gross. It's just now starting to cool off. Ugh. I didn't get as much of a classroom tour done as I wanted to because I didn't have time at lunchtime to walk around and do that. So I filmed a little bit then, but I didn't have time to walk around and talk about things. So I'll do the best I can with what I got. Do you do this like before school starts, like the night before? Do you start thinking, oh my gosh, I probably have forgotten something super terribly important and I'm going to show up the first day and be like, oh, I forgot to do that. I don't think I did that. It's not my first rodeo, but paranoid apparently. I don't need that kind of pressure. Ah. So I got their little Play-Doh mats laid out as you would have seen. And got some anchor charts made. The cool thing is our little pod has their plan time pretty early in the morning. So we'll have like an hour, not quite an hour with the kids, and then it'll be plan time. So as long as you got yourself together for the first hour, you're good. You can regroup yourself during plan time. But I didn't want to have to do anything scrambly at plan time because I'm probably going to be like, whew. You know, you kind of get out of the swing of how exhausting it can be to talk all the time. I think tomorrow's going to be fun though. So the students will come in the morning, and I've got the Play-Doh mats out for them so they can just put their supplies in their cubbies. They don't have to do anything with them. They don't need pencils, nothing. And they can just make their little designs and creations on their little Play-Doh mats, and they can talk to the people around them. I'll have some music playing like Kids Bop or something fun. And then I'll take attendance. When most people have gotten there and we do the pledge and things, then I'll show them how to line up at the door and what they're supposed to do when they first come in. We'll do the lunch count and attendance so I can send that to the office. And then we'll do an icebreaker activity. I think I'm going to use my little cube, my little fabric cube. I guess it's fabric, like nylon or whatever. It's those kind of cubes where you can put stuff in the pockets, pocket cube. I'll link it below from Amazon so you can see what it is. That's where I got mine. They come in a 3-pack, and you can just put little cards into the little clear pockets. And the ones I have are like get to know you things, like what's your favorite movie? How many brothers and sisters do you have? Just little stuff that's easy to answer. And I like to have the kids sit on the rug in a circle around the outside edge, and just, we take turns rolling the cube. We just go around the circle. So everyone gets a chance to share, and we get to know a little bit about everybody. Then it'll probably be time for library. I get to have a library the very first day. Cool. So while they're at library, I'll make sure that I've got all my lessons up and ready for when they come back. We're going to do the pigeon book. We're going to do the STEM activity. I was telling one of the administrators about the STEM activity. I said, we're going to start with STEM from day one. And he's like, oh, cool. So I told him about the pigeon book, the new one, and I showed him just a little bit of the book. And I told him what the activity was, and he's like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm like, yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. So that'll be the next thing we do. We'll read the pigeon book. I made an anchor chart that I'll put right here. So you see that it has different ways that the pigeon talked in the story. So it's like a whole group reading lesson, plus we'll get to do some other things with it. So I think it's going to be really cool, and they'll get to do some cooperative learning and some pairing up, and it'll be really neat. So I think I've got it to where they can probably just work with a partner. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to get those things off the printer. Shoot. I printed the little schoolhouses that I needed to attach to boxes, and I forgot to pick them up. Darn it. Well, such is life. I'll just have to do it tomorrow. So that'll be something I do during plan time, is cutting out the little schools and putting them on boxes, because what they're going to do is build a catapult so they can shoot the pigeon to the school. Because it's the pigeon has to go to school. So you're going to get the pigeon to school by catapult. I think that'll be really fun. They'll have to modify where they shoot it from and how much force they use on the catapult. I think it's going to be really super cool. I think I have another one that we can do too, where they do something with a bus. We might save that for Wednesday. I think that'll be fun. I've got, of course, a snack. So we're going to have the story First Day Jitters, and we'll read about that. And then we'll have jitter mix and jitter juice, and I'll show you what I've got for that. That's always fun. I've done that every year. Super fun. I just made the snacks up today. I think I mentioned earlier this morning that I normally just make them up at home, but I'm like, you know what, let's just get them done and not have to transport them. So like, I should not have to bring much of anything with me tomorrow. Everything should pretty much be at school. I do need to put the little pigeon cups together, and darn it if I didn't make those little schoolhouses. Oh well. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna wear for half of my first day outfit. I have my shirt picked out. It's really cute, super cute, but I don't know what to wear for the bottom part, so I'll have to figure that out. For supper tonight, we have leftovers because my husband went to Kentucky Fried Chicken last night, and we got one of those chicken tenders meals. So we have chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, potato wedges. I made macaroni and cheese, and we have a few biscuits. So we have leftovers of that I can just heat up, which is super nice, because I'm not going to want to fiddle with that, because I'm going to be thinking about all the things tonight. To make sure that my lesson plans are right. I already found some things I want to change, because that always happens when I make my lesson plans like a week ahead. I'm like, oh, I want to change that. And I am going to get a few more activities ready tomorrow. It's going to be great. I'm excited. I sent an email to all of my families today, thanking them for coming to the Meet the Teacher open house thing, and saying that I'm excited to meet the ones that I didn't get a chance to meet that day. And I told them about the breakfast program that we have, where everybody gets breakfast. And also I asked them to please sign up for Remind if they hadn't already. I reminded them. And I said tomorrow's going to be an awesome day. Can't wait to see everybody. So that's going to be fun. There's always more things you can do. I honestly could have stayed and done all kinds of stuff, but I have things to do that won't wait, so that's why I'm on my way. So post office, and then I need to go to Wal Mart and probably pick up prescriptions for Caitlin, and I need to get a few things, because I'm running low on some things, and I can't wait until like Wednesday. So that is my plan. All right, I'm gonna head to my destinations, and I'll chat with you